What's up everyone and welcome back to Nexus. Water slides are cool, that's just a fact. What isn't cool about flying down a plastic tube and then getting spat out into a pool full of wave machines? Nothing, that's what. A lot of experiences don't even come close to the kind of awesomeness you can experience at a water park. But what maybe takes the waterslide formula too far, leaving you more scared than excited to ride? Watch this video to find out the 15 most terrifying water slides in the world. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get new content similar to this every day. Also, make sure to comment down below letting us know which was your favorite. And for this video, let's see if we can hit the golden like button, which is 1,000 likes, so make sure to drop a like down below. Number 15. Probably the wackiest looking water park I've ever seen has some surprising origins. After the need for huge sports complexes hit China for the 2008 Olympics, Beijing was left with huge spaces that needed to be filled with something. So in their water cube venue, they turned it into a water park. My guess is too scary, not until you get sucked down into a bottomless black hole, that is. Number 14. Aqua Loop in Slovenia is so named because it was the first water slide in the world to include an entire loop-to-loop, though hopefully with better results than the Cannonball Loop at Action Park. It also makes its name as one of the 5 fastest water slides in all of Europe. These two facts combined mean it's definitely terrifying, and oh yeah, and you also go over 60 miles an hour. Number 13. If you ask me, Captain Spacemaker is a pretty weird name for a water slide, but clearly the Italians who built it don't care what anyone thinks. The most impressive thing about Captain Spacemaker is probably the 60-degree drop, sending you down in a raft almost in a complete free fall. It's in Venezia, in a park called Aqualandia, and it's just one of the many things Italy has to offer, but it's definitely scarier than a trip to the Roman Colosseum. Number 12. Insano is located in Brazil. It's yet another record breaker. It's named pretty well because it's completely insane, and is to this day the tallest freestanding water slide in the world. Just looking at it in pictures is enough to send chills down your spine, as it towers high above all the buildings in the nearby city and plunges you into the treetops. You can't even see the pool at the bottom. Are you scared yet? Because I know I am. Number 11. Compared to Kilimanjaro, America's own tallest body slide looks like child's play, but it's still pretty scary if you ask me. It's called the Deepwater Dive and is in Kentucky, but it's a whole 13 meters shorter than Kilimanjaro. Clearly, America has some catching up to do with the rest of the world in the water slide department. In the length of the ride, there's probably only a second's difference though, so it doesn't really change all that much whether you're in Louisville or Brazil. Number 10. Now, the Verruckt may have been taken down, but since it was the world's tallest water slide, I bet now you're wondering what the new world's tallest water slide is. Well, it's the old one, the one Verruckt stole its title from to begin with. It's called Kilimanjaro. A very appropriate name, and it's in Brazil. 49 meters tall, and you'll shoot down it at over 90 kilometers an hour. What may shock you is that while Verruckt sent its riders down in a raft, Kilimanjaro is a body slide. That just makes it even scarier if you ask me. Number 9. The second tallest body slide in the United States is called Summit Plummet, as if the name wasn't enough to convince you not to ride it if you're scared. A whole bunch of riders are known to chicken out at the last moment. This happens often. Summit Plummet will send you in a 120-foot free fall at almost 60 miles an hour, and you'll find it in Blizzard Beach in Disney World, Florida. At least the alpine theme of the ride and the horror of having to go down it might cool you off a bit in that Orlando heat. Number 8. Twister and Speedy sound like the names of some friendly cartoon animals in a Disney movie, but they're not. Twister and Speedy are 2 thin water slides you'll find in Austria, in a spa no less. Just in case mud baths and massages don't catch your eye. Speedy is a mere 460 feet, which is mere only compared with its sibling Twister, which is 200 feet longer. It'll shoot you down and around this tall building until you can't even walk properly. Number 7. The Wild Wadi Water Park in Dubai is home to something I personally find terrifying. That's a water slide that doesn't see you lying down in a tube ready to go, or on one of the rafts. It's one where they make you stand on a trap door that could be released at any second. And then the trapdoor lets you down and shoots you at 50 miles an hour. It only takes a few seconds, but it's definitely one of the scariest on this list, in my opinion at least. Number 6. The Boeing 747 is one of the sturdiest and best airplanes ever built. It's the plane that originally got the nickname Jumbo Jet, and it's been in service from 1969 through to the present day. So I bet if aviation fanatics love the ordinary Boeing 747, you'll love the 747 water slide in Oregon even more. It's pretty cool and sits on top of the museum. But if you're scared of heights, it's most definitely terrifying and pretty much a no-go. Still though, a great way to showcase a feat of human engineering. Number 5. I bet when you go down a water slide, the main thing you want is to have an epileptic seizure. And if it's not, then the brainwash ride in the Wet n Wild water park in Florida is not for you. Even the black and white tubing on this thing is enough to induce hallucinations, more than an LSD-esque cocktail of bright flashing lights, loud noises, and pitch darkness. Just seeing videos of this ride gives me a headache, so I can't imagine what it must be like if you're actually on it. Number 4. If you're scared of sharks like a lot of people are, this ride probably isn't for you. Though shooting down a 60-foot drop out of a Mayan temple does sound cool, regardless of sharks. Besides, you're in an enclosed tube the whole time. The sharks can't get you, even if they were the sort of sharks that regularly attract humans. This ride is called the Leap of Faith, and you'll find it in the Bahamas. Recently, videos of this slide went viral with people shooting down into the shark tank all over the internet. Number 3. The largest water park in the United States is called Noah's Ark. It's pretty interesting they themed a water park around the biblical disaster that wiped out almost all life on Earth. But Wisconsin did it anyways. One of their most famous water slides is Scorpion's Tail, which features a 400-foot loop and was the first upside-down slide in America. It also drops you down into this enormous loop via a trap door. And while it only takes about 7 seconds to complete, it's definitely not for the faint of heart. Number 2. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the tallest water slide in the world is the Verruckt in Kansas City. It's 168 feet and 7 inches tall. Or it was. While it was open, the videos of people going down it went viral on YouTube, because it was just that awesome, until one 10-year-old boy tragically ended up decapitated going down it. This incident, which also resulted in the other 2 passengers getting a broken jaw and needing facial stitches, caused the slide to be completely shut down and shortly demolished. Number 1. There's this thing that happens when you go around in a loop in a perfect circle. And that thing is that the G-force of going that fast in that shape could break your neck. That's why roller coaster loops are actually ovals. But this didn't stop the people who designed the Cannonball Loop at Action Park, an infamous looped water slide that goes in a perfect circle. This ride is terrifying because you could literally end up injured on it. And people did end up injured frequently. There's even a rumor that test dummies used ended up dismembered. That was our list of the 15 most terrifying water slides in the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a video in the future. And hit the like button too so we can hit the golden like of 1,000. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!